Majo John Madden on the Naval Marina El Muelle here in Veracruz, Mexico. This is a naval museum where they tell the story of the building of this pier back around 1900. It took several years, and it's what really turned Veracruz into a modern, very, very busy commercial port. There's a pilot boat. I shot a video the other day of some of these pilot boats escorting a huge freighter out from the big commercial area down there through here, and then just to the left of that lighthouse there, that's a little open neck that takes you out to open ocean. And I walked this pier several weeks ago and shot a little video afterwards about how great this pier is, and have had an open to-do for myself to do a longer video where I would show the whole pier to people. Now I'm changing my plans with Veracruz, and it looks like I'm going to leave faster than I thought. And this morning when I walked by the pier in that direction, I thought, shit, I'm never going to do that walk or get that video. But I am doing the walk right now, and don't feel like talking because I'm trying to integrate something else big that just happened for me with an old friend online. But let's capture it. Maybe this will be good for me. So they have all kinds of big statues like this one depicting the working people who built this. And in Mexico, I don't know if this has always been the case. I don't know enough about the history of Mexico, but there is deep reverence for the working person. Much more respect for working people than you find, at least in modern US. A diver. I tell the story a lot that in Mexico they don't call people garbage men. They are los hombres or mujeres de limpieza, the guys who clean the neighborhood. Much more respectful term. And in Xalapa they call them recolectores, people who collect things. They collect from the neighborhood, and they do really good garbage pickup in most big cities in Mexico. Much more frequent than most big cities in the US. So this is all the bay. Hotels and condos here. The big tourist area is further down the shore, several miles. Boca del Rio is very affluent. The most affluent I've seen in Mexico, and to me kind of disgusting. The people there are not what I call true Mexicans. They're as self-focused and materially focused as upper middle class Americans are. I don't like them much. I found some great ones, but I did not like the culture up there. But I'm going back up there in a couple of days for the beaches. And I know I've discovered, I haven't done the research, that beyond there are places where you can camp a camper van on the beach. You can see beyond that long pier there the outlines of an island. Let me magnify a little bit. That's La Isla de Sacrificios. I don't know the history of that, but I did a kayak lesson one morning and we went out very by it because that's directly east of Boca del Rio, the mouth of the river. Somebody's working on a boat, and the sound sure travels out there. I've seen very huge boats moored there with lines that you can see a couple of lines in the water there, and lines that attach over here also to hold the boat in place. And I've seen lots of fishermen here later in the day, and it's really interesting. Some of them have expensive fishing rods, but most of them use just a little wooden paddle with fishing line wrapped around it. That's as much as they invest. And I learned the hard way, something I knew already, that fishermen, when they're fishing, Mexican fishermen at least, are fishing. They're not available for conversation. I saw some guys that had pulled a fish in and it looked like they had a break in their conversation, and I appreciated the music they were playing, and they looked at me like a total idiot, like, we're fishing, man. Don't talk to us about shit like that. We're fishing. We're in the fisherman consciousness. And they are. They go very deep, and the Mexicans love to fish late. I encountered that in Texas also. The Mexicans would fish late into the night. And it's very calm and quiet out here when I shut the fuck up, which I'm about to do, and just give you the visuals and maybe let myself calm down. A woman that I had a major case on in the Asheville, North Carolina area, maybe 4 years ago.